Hi, and welcome to Random Rogers Big Picture for the week of July 1st. July 1st special second quarter is over edition. As I usually do at the second quarter, I'll talk a little bit about how the quarter went, along with some caveats to this. I don't really, in the blog, write about performance. Our perception of talking about performance is that when you write about it, it's incredibly restricted and very easy to violate compliance. Talking about performance in a speech, which apparently we view a video as being speech, it is okay to do. So that's why I do it in the videos and why I don't do it very often. The reason why to do it at all is not so much to try and shill for business. That's really not it at all. But all the stuff that I write about, throughout the weeks and months and whatever, translates into results of some sort. Sometimes the results are awesome, sometimes they stink, and sometimes they're in the middle. And hopefully they don't stink too often. A couple of caveats. If you think the numbers are good, I'm sure they'll never be this good again. And if you think the numbers stink, I'm sure they'll only get worse. Client accounts could be different. This is a serious one. This is only the equity portion. This is not a full diversified portfolio. Some clients may have done better, some may have done worse. I think that about covers it all. So here's what I've got as far as the numbers. The S&P 500 is, let's see, did I not do the year-to-date numbers? Okay, well, for the second quarter, the S&P 500 was up. There it is. Year-to-date, S&P 500 is up 6.76%. The generic portfolio that I use on Yahoo Finance, I believe, is up 8.57%. I'll get to the I believe in just a second and explain to you what I mean by that. For the first quarter, I outperformed the market based on this one generic account. In the second quarter, I lagged it. First quarter, I have, including the dividend, the S&P 500 was up 43 basis points. I believe that's correct. The actual price movement was not even 2 points, and I figure, according to ETF Connect, the dividend was 1.74%, I think, something like that. And so that works out to 43 bips a quarter. And so, sorry, it was up 61 basis points. Here we go, 61 basis points for the quarter, including a 43 basis point dividend. For the second quarter, including dividends, it was up 6.23%. For the first quarter, this generic portfolio was up 3.6% as compared to 61 basis points, so up about outperformance of about 3%. In the second quarter, looks like it was up 4.86% compared to 6.23%. And I guess one thing that works out to, again, for year-to-date, 857 I'm up compared to 676 for the S&P 500. So it's a noticeable outperformance. It's not a dramatic outperformance. I guess the thing that I would say is I'm trying to, for clients, build in a smoother ride. Clearly up 3 point whatever one quarter and then 4 point whatever is a smoother ride than up 0 point whatever in the first quarter and, let's see, 6 point whatever in the second quarter. So hopefully I'm saying this in a way that makes sense. I feel like I'm talking fast here. But basically, beat in the first quarter, lagged in the second. Overall, I'm ahead. And I think that the way I'm doing this, it is a smoother ride for people. That is either right or it's not. Okay, now, it's possible that there will be a mistake in here. Beginning of the week, I had one stock split and Yahoo Finance hasn't processed it yet. Weeks ago, Volvo split 5 for 1, and it still hasn't processed it. I don't know if it's ever going to. I'm going to have to give up on Yahoo and just do it manually on Sunday. But what I had to do with the Volvo is sell, or add in the shares and what that added to the account, and then also calculate in the fact that I sold 1/3 of the position. I was stopped out shortly after the split at a price of 17.97. So adding all of that together is where I come up with the figures, and it's not my intention to be wrong, but it's possible that I am. We'll just see. But if I am wrong, it's either to my detriment or to my benefit by a handful of basis points, nothing significant. The bigger point here to make is that all of the stuff that I write about, and I write about the way that I do things, it can yield the result that I want. So whatever it is you want, you can manage various things of volatility or quote-unquote risk, various country exposures. You can do all of these things, and if you have the time to spend, you can do it in such a way that the portfolio behaves as you want. And behaves as you want is not, oh, I'm going to be up 30% this year. It's, if the market is up 10%, I've got a chance of being a little ahead or being a little behind, or maybe you can measure or monitor rather and control the risk that you take to get that result. That's kind of, to me, more what it's about. You're not going to be up 30% when the market's up 10 unless you take a ton of risk, and that's a whole different ballgame. That's something that's totally outside of my my realm of what I do for people, and if I tried, I don't know that I would have any success at all at that. But that's about it. So to recap, in case this is confusing, and I apologize if it is, first quarter beat, second quarter lag, year to date is a beat, and hopefully that means it's a smoother ride for my clients. That's about it. Have a great weekend.